Hi, I'm Alex Farrell. I'm the sales manager for the United Kingdom and Ireland at Biamp, and I'm here with Midwich TV to talk about Tech Expo 2022. Biamp has been around for decades. I think it started in 1976 as a music industry brand, actually making bass amps for going on the road. And it turned really into a more professional DSP company in the 90s. So actually we have a simple sentence that we use that's the whole ethos of Biamp Reach, which is connecting people through extraordinary audiovisual experiences. So connecting people, because that's what we do in the AV industry, we bring people together, either visually or in person. Audio-visual, really to remind everyone that we're not just an audio company, we're a video company as well, and that's more and more in our new products. There's a lot of video going on as well, and experiences, because we want people to experience our products, feel them. In terms of my time at Biamp, I've been here for the last 3 years. I started in March 2020. Just before the whole world got turned upside down. And we've gone through a real growth period over the last 3 years, and we find ourselves here today working really, really well with Midwich. What Biamp has spent the last 4 or 5 years doing is bringing together full solutions for lots of different verticals. So we're very strong in corporate, so we have a lot of meeting room space product. We're very strong in retail, so we acquired the Audio Prof brands in 2019, so that's A-Part and Community, which brought a huge amount of speakers and electronics for working with that sort of environment, so retail, sports and hospitality, that sort of thing. So yes, very strong in retail and hospitality, very strong in sports and leisure, especially in the US, and education, very, very strong in education, especially in universities. So we've done a lot of stuff, especially since the pandemic, on distance learning, so which is sort of lends itself to that sort of corporate-y style product, because we've seen a crossover there of video conferencing coming into the classroom. So that's something we've seen, probably one of our biggest growth areas in the last 3 years. I think because Biamp, as I said before, have had a lot of acquisitions going on, and we've brought a lot of product into the mix. It lends itself quite well to hybrid working, because the office space is more of a collaborative space. It's got a lot more hospitality, a lot more well-being going on there. So you actually need the larger areas as well as the smaller meeting spaces and the larger meeting spaces. And we lend ourselves quite well to being all-encompassing, adaptive to that space, and having a Biamp solution that can work across all those different parts of the office, basically. I think education and corporate are key for the show, and our conferencing products, we will be demoing them hopefully between 2 different rooms at the show. So I think we'll have that set up in 2 of the boxes at Ascot to be able to showcase exactly what it sounds like on the either end of that call, which is so important. I mean, you can't see that happen just with the product in front of you. You have to have both sides of the conference call or the classroom call or whatever it is to be able to really see the quality of the product. I think prior to the pandemic, we had a bit of a kickback against live events. People were sort of moving away from them. And I think realizing that, being locked down and not being able to see people and not being able to be with your customers, be with people, we've realised how important they are, and actually they're more and more important to our business than ever. Getting back and being in front of people, being able to show product to many people at once. Yes, okay, you could do that on a Teams call, but that's never as good. But what you can't really do so much now is see lots of customers in one place at the same time, and this is really the only way to do it, because people aren't going back into the office in quite the same numbers anymore, or even though I expect that to change over the next few months to years. Really, live events are more important than ever for that. So this will be the first time that Biamp are there, because we haven't had it for the last two years. So 2019 was the last time. Really having a proper big show in the UK. I mean, we had ISE and we had Infocom this year, but to have a proper UK-based show where we can platinum sponsor it and be there in force is really exciting for us. There'll be UK exclusives, really, the first showings at the show of our conferencing bars, so the VBC 2500 and the ABC 2500, which we'll be showcasing there, and we should have them between the 2 rooms. We'll have our new Vidi cameras, they'll be showcased there, and our new control products that we acquired last year. We'll have those at the show as well. We developed launch into our products over the last 18 months. So that's on Tessera, Devio, and now the new conferencing bars as well. And what launch does is by a press of a button, it plays a tone or a selection of tones through the speakers, picks it up on the microphones, and actually auto sets up the room or classroom or whatever it's in to be completely set up perfectly. That gives an extra layer of confidence for the installer and also saves an awful lot of time on the install. I think it would be to come and listen to our conferencing bars, just because, or listen and see our conferencing bars, because they just need to be seen and heard to be believed. They're absolutely awesome. And you can only really do that in that environment where you can actually go, you can see and hear it between two rooms. So we'll have that set up so people can do that. That would be my takeaway product message for the show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to register for Tech Expo in October. Look forward to seeing you there.